Hello, hello. This is Johnny Cycles with CyclesGaming.com, bringing you another edition of Dragons in Modern. Gonna have to mulligan. I mean, the one lander into. Okay, I guess we're just going to still keep a one lander. Brutal. All right, so 24 lands, back-to-back one landers. Should have just kept the first one. It had multiple striking ridges. It doesn't seem like a Ragavan's gonna live through a Verdant Catacombs deck. Oh, right on time. Right on time. Thank you very much, deck. Appreciate that. Blood Crypt. Alright, well, this is the most upside. It also means we have to hope our opponent doesn't have anything to do to kill it, which is possible. They might get a Triome and be some other kind of deck. So yeah, I played another match, and I guess it was against Storm, and then they took so long after game one that I scooped it up, and then game one I just kept two-lander, I think, and man, it just could just drew dragon after dragon, which is the danger of playing a mid-range deck without a lot of card draw. And you're running cold. You're running cold. Alright, what do they got going on? Stalactite Stalker. You descend this turn, put a +1/+1 counter on this creature. Cool. Give us a land deck. Let us play some Magic. Let us try to execute our game plan against this deck and not just turtle with no lands. What I failed to mention was also in that same game we had we drew two Urza Sagas as our only other lands. We had a total of 3 lands the entire game, and they have a Fatal Push. Excellent for them. We'll play an Urza Saga. Let's just maximize our mana and our chances of getting treasures out of something. If we draw a Lightning Bolt or a Fatal Push, or I guess that's it, we can at least get a net of treasure. Best of all deck would be drawing a land. I think our opponent's probably a not janky, but a combo deck looking to take advantage of some creature synergies. And that means they have an end game that can win them the game. So even if we make our land drops, there's a good chance we're not going to get there. It's Goyfs, or they're just a beatdown deck. That's also fair. Alright, well, we have some Fatal Pushes. What is this thing? 2/2. Take our beats, unfortunately. It's gonna grow though to a 3/3 land. It is a land. So that is something. The question now is, do we we can strike it rich or go the token route. I feel like we need to go strike it rich, Ragavan. And this at least will de-incentivize our opponent from attacking with everything if they don't have a kill spell. And it does mean we can Glorybringer next turn if we want. Or this Neriv, probably Neriv. This looks like they do have the kill spell. And perhaps another Goyf. Ooh, Overlord of the Balemark. And our land hate is so good. Look at them struggling to make land drops too. The good thing if we just want to land. I mean, let's be honest. Land, that's all we want. Seven, 8. A casual 7/8. Man, that's brutal. Do we want to keep our life total high? I think we will. do we find a land? I mean, at this point, a land, we can Glorybringer this, get another treasure token, and perhaps start to have it. I mean, they have 5 cards in hand, though. There's no way that they don't have. Oh my god, another Magda. There's just no way they don't have another kill spell or big threat. Yeah, I mean, I just don't think there's any way we can win when we can't make land drops. I mean, they can't make land drops, but their deck is running on 1, 2, and 3 manas. Our deck is running on 4 and 5. All right, that's fine. That's fine. Totally fine. These Urza Sagas are really starting to make me angry. Does that do anything? It's not activated, it's triggered. Rest in Peace could be good. Man, Pillage is so nice. So we'll take out a Magda. And maybe we should just be playing 3 to begin with. Thoughtseize. Let's go the Pillage route. 1, 2. Man, alright. Well, I hate to take out the Neriv, but you know, when you end up taking out the namesake card of your deck, you gotta ask yourself, is it even worth playing? But we want to lower our curve, or not end up with too high of a curve. We want to keep our early game. We need the interaction, I think. I could be wrong, though. We need the interaction. We need the graveyard hate. We need the lands are nice. Alright, so we can keep this. I hope that Ragavan lives. Which is probably unlikely. So I want to strike it rich, in part because we can dash in the Ragavan next turn if they do like a tap land. And in part to help us get ahead. We need to get ahead on board. Even though we don't have anything to ramp into, we really want to go ahead and start paying the 3 life. So they probably have another Goyf. Sure. I mean, we're going to be able to bolt it no matter what with the 2 Mishra's Baubles. But get ahead and get rid of that. They can see what we're drawing. Dash in the Ragavan, get another treasure, be back where we started, plus a Ragavan hit. So that's why we went that route. And instead of Ragavan on turn 1. And then that sets us up to either Ragavan, dash, or strike it rich in Urza Saga to get back another token. We'd really like to find that Rest in Peace, though. Opponents fill in their yard pretty well. What do we find off of them? Fatal Push. Well, it's nice to take it from them. Fatal Push hits basically our entire deck. So next turn we'll see what we draw. If we draw a dragon, we'll Sarkhan Dragon Ascendant probably. Play an Elegant Parlor. They have their own Urza Saga. Yeah, we have the tools to fight this deck. They're probably thinking they must have the Hex Mage in hand or something. Thinking, alright, well, we'll take another Ragavan hit if it means. If it means we get 5/5 on the next turn. Because they're right, we would have a hard time answering a 5/5. I don't even know what we want right now. Probably something to do with this Urza Saga pillage. So we can dash in the Ragavan. Again. Goyf. Play the Urza Saga. Get our own Tarmogoyf, which happens to be a 6/7, thanks to our opponent who fills their graveyard nicely with all kinds of permanents. I mean, Ragavan doing its thing, doing Ragavan-y things, so we can get Shadow Spear or something like that if our Tarmogoyf lives long enough, and then punch through some of their blockers. I have a Ragavan of their own. How nice for them. And a Fatal Push. Oh, another Goyf. Yeah, this is where Rest in Peace would be really nice off the top deck. That's why we play them. Rest in Peace doesn't answer the Overlord, unfortunately. Rest in Peace? Maybe? Another land. So now we're hitting all the lands, which is not good for us. So many lands. Although at this point we might want that just to keep making an army of constructs to help fight their army of constructs. Alright, well, I mean, if they don't find a kill spell themselves, what are they going to get? Probably a Shadow Spear of their own, and then the race will really be on. Yeah, our deck, I mean, maybe this is why we want Fable. We just, we're getting outvalued by their smaller creatures. Similar synergies. Meaning it's mid-range synergistic creature deck. Ours is mid-range synergistic creature deck. But their creatures are more powerful. They have more card draw. And we're hoping to, like... They're going to grist. Or just kill this, I imagine. Thoughtseize. Yeah. I don't know what's worse, a Fatal Push or another Nether Goyf. Okay. Well, that is a thing. We're gonna take our beats. I mean, they have the inevitability with these big beaters. We're gonna have two constructs and some and you know, pretty big artifacts, but I don't know. The race might already be lost at this point. I have a lot of live draws though. Striker Rich might be one of our best because it grows our constructs. So 5, 6s. So we go back up to 20, and then we take 10 down to 17. It takes 17. And then we make some tokens to get these guys out of range. Or we just hope they don't have a kill spell. I mean, I think we're going to attack and try to get in the damage. The thing is, they can double block, yeah, and then get one back. Alright, so definitely going to be, and they have, like I said, the inevitability with his Overlord. They're going to have a 5/5. So we're going to end up with a couple of really big constructs if they don't have answers. Grist. Mm-hmm. It's their last card. Kill spell. Yeah, I mean, when you need the rest in peace, you need the rest in peace, and this is the type of matchup where we really need the rest in peace. So they're going to try to keep their Grist alive. Good double block. Ourselves. And then have just the one construct. The Grist, I mean, man, our opponent is just drawing super well, too. They've drawn a lot of cards, so that makes a difference, obviously. But, man, just Nether Goyf, Tarmogoyf, Grist, Overlord. Another land. Good lord. And we can't even equip and attack profitably. So then they're going to sacrifice destroy target creature. So we're being hamstrung by our inability to play so we can go ahead and do, and we're just going to send them all a Grist, I guess. And I assume they'll end up having to double block and then let the Grist go. Maybe we should have kept that other as a saga. It does produce an army. And that's, yeah, they're just gonna let it die. Try to get us on the swing back. I mean, that's big. That's 14 points of damage. So we're really hoping to 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, just make these constructs too big. Vampire Hex Mage, sure, a little late to the party, but whatever. Now, can they attack with it this turn? I think they can. Tarmogoyf would be good. Yeah, just too much value, too much power. I mean, we're barely hanging in there. And we would also just be straight up dead if we didn't have the Ragavan to block. Wish it would let me see the... What do we find? Probably a useless land. I mean, the mistake might have been that we didn't play... we put there as a saga. Oh, Prop Decay. No. That hurts bad. I think that might be that might be the game. So we can double strike it rich and make these 6/6s, but then we're still dead on board. We can play Neriv and then have... Yeah, I think we've got. We couldn't find the rest in peace, or any of our fatal pushes. So then the Neriv, we would end up going to 3 just to get the land. Block there, and we're dead. All right, well, GG's opponent. Sometimes you get outvalued, you don't find your sideboard cards. Whew. For CyclesGaming.com, this is Johnny Cycles. Catch y'all in the next one.